So here's the thing. So I start to go live a few times, and now I'm playing music, right? I'm killing them out here now. At this point, I'm killing them because everybody thinks I'm a DJ, and I just got my laptop. That's all I got. You know what I mean? It ain't that crazy, but I'm killing them because I'm like, I started with like 13 followers. Like I said, like off that first day, I don't know how I got to 13, but somehow they just started following me. Had 13. Now, through making connections with people, showing love on their pages, and just going live and playing music and watching people come in the room and stay with me and vibe with me, I'm like, yo, this was the best thing that could have happened in the last like couple weeks or a month, really, because I started a month ago. Because I started engaging with so many more people, and there was a lot more people that actually wanted to hear what I had to say. Not saying that you What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the check-in. It's your boy D Money. You know what's up, man. Keeping the vibes up, keeping the energy going, connecting with people. This week has been a great week. I'm not even gonna lie to you. A lot of great things happening, a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, opposed to how last week was. This week is phenomenal, you know what I mean? But I hope y'all out there getting up and getting to it. If you're new, you know what I'm saying, welcome in, welcome in. We, you know what I'm saying, drop a lot of game, drop a lot of jewels, make sure that you guys are keeping your head in the right space. Listen, let's talk about TikTok for a second. TikTok is a crazy place. And the only reason why I want to talk about it is because I know that I'm super late, right? Everybody's been on TikTok way before me, but I know that I'm super late, and I'm like, hold up. Nobody was discussing this, you know, as far as the people I was around, nobody was telling me about what goes on TikTok, right? But it's a crazy place. And I was like, the reason why I wanted to, you know, open an account with TikTok is because I'm like, with the message I have that I want to, you know, spread to everybody, like globally, I'm like, I have to go to TikTok because, you know, they got a bunch of kids on there that might need to hear this and this and that. And I'm like, there's a mass majority of people that actually really tap into TikTok on a daily. This is just off of things I've heard and kind of researched. So I always ducked TikTok, but I was like, it came a day where I was like, nah, we're going to jump in and just see what it's about. Even though I don't want to, but I was like, we're going to do it because it'll be beneficial, right? So I jump on TikTok one day. I sign up. I do all these things to just kind of, you know, learn my way of how to operate everything on there. And I start to realize, like, hold up, this ain't no place for no kids, yo. I don't know what TikTok was like 5 years ago, but what it is today, it is not for kids, yo. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Felt like I was walking into a whole strip club, and you know, it was just crazy. It was like a jungle in there. Too many crazy things happening at once, right? Anyways, moving forward, I'm starting to realize that like there's people on there playing games, there's people on there preaching about certain things, there's people engaging with each other too, right? So not only do they have the side of it where it's crazy, but it's like, no, there's people over there that is actually pretty cool. And like I said, most of you guys already know this. I'm super new, so I'm just giving you my experience. I jumped on a month ago, right? So I'm watching everybody and they're doing these battles. And I'm like, oh, what's these about? You know what I mean? Like, it seemed kind of cool. I started getting into it, and I'm starting to notice that people are going back and forth. I'm like, hold up now. I'm very competitive. So if I get in this world, like, I know it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm going to make it a joke. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to take everybody out. You know what I mean? It ain't about nothing else. It's just about winning the battles. I'm like, it seemed fun and I wanted to be a part of it. So I'm like, okay, but we got to stick to the plan. We can't just jump in just to play games. Like, I'm real careful with, you know, what I do with my time. So I'm like, let's not come in here and just get distracted completely and just do something else, right? I'm like, nah, we're not going to do that. So I start realizing, like, okay, no, we can create some content. We could put it out here, and I can use the battles to reach more people. That way, you know, I get more people involved into the, you know, whole YouTube channel that I have. So this is what happens. I get on TikTok. I sign up. I get addicted for a quick week. I'm on it all week. I'm studying. I'm watching everybody and everything. I'm trying to adapt really quick, right? And I do so. And then I come to the point where I'm like, I want to go live, though. How do I go live? I'm searching for it. I can't find it. And then I end up finding out through somebody else that they're like, oh, you got to get 1,000 followers. I'm like, okay, here we go with the first, you know, door getting closed in my face. I'm like, nah, we can do it. I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? Because I'm that type of person where I have that drive. I'm like, no, we're going to figure out a way, because we always figure out a way. So I figure out a way. I get 1,000 followers. I'm not going to tell you how. I get 1,000 followers, right? And from that point on, I'm amped because now I'm like, easy. I can go live. I already got a few, you know, different content, pieces up on my page. People are starting to enjoy it, and I'm like, this is what I want. I want that message to be out there. I want people to be able to relate to it, and I do that. So now I'm able to go live, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do on live though? And how I want to battle. I know that. I jump on my first battle just to experiment, because I do want to use the live for a different purpose, right? But I jump on TikTok and I go live, and I do a battle to experiment, just to see the engagement with me and somebody else, on a live screen. And it was a little awkward, that first one. I was cool. I was being normal, but the other person, I can't, I don't know what to say about him. But anyways, it was a cool little battle, and not too many people showed up. But I was okay with that, because I was like, it's my first battle. I'm not tripping. But then I come up with the idea where I'm like, you know what? I want to create a vibe and see what it's about, just to get more people, in tune with what I'm doing on my page. And that way I can just utilize it in a certain way where I, create a funnel straight to my channel. So here's the thing. So I start to go live a few times, and now I'm playing music, right? I'm killing them out here now. At this point, I'm killing them, because everybody thinks I'm a DJ, and I just got my laptop. That's all I got. You know what I mean? It ain't that crazy, but I'm killing them because I'm like, I started with like 13 followers. Like I said, like off that first day, I don't know how I got to 13, but somehow they just started following me, had 13. Now, through making connections with people, showing love on their pages, and just going live and playing music and watching people come in the room and stay with me and vibe with me, I'm like, yo, this was the best thing that could have happened in the last like couple weeks or a month, really, because I started a month ago. Because I started engaging with so many more people, and there was a lot more people that actually wanted to hear what I had to say. Not saying that you guys don't, that the people that been here, but it's like there was so many more people connecting on a different level that just needed to hear, my message. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, this became something that was really important to me now, because I thought it could have been a distraction at first, because the games and everybody, wilding out on it. But now it became something where I'm like, okay, I found another place where I can actually throw my content out and have people, respond to it and get in tune with what I'm doing. So while I'm on TikTok, right, let me explain something. I'm starting to go live a little more. Things are looking good. I'm getting more followers. It's going crazy at a certain point where I'm like gaining a couple hundred, like each time I go live. And all I'm doing is playing music. You know what I mean? I'm playing music. I'm giving them a little show. I'm discussing certain things, bringing up certain topics, you know what I mean? But I'm not going crazy with it. I'm not like doing the most, you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it cool, keeping the vibes cool. Yo, I walk in the room and I'm like, yo, when you see these red lights, I'm DJ D Money. Like, it just became a funny thing, but they're taking me so serious. They want me to DJ at their weddings. I'm like, yo, I'm not lying to you. Go to the page. You're going to see for yourself. Yo, I'm telling you, join the lives. I'm on Thursday through Sunday. Like, it really became a thing that I'm constantly doing, but I'm still putting up the content that I want to put up, aside of the music part of what I do at night on TikTok. But it's like, yo, TikTok opened my eyes to like the engagements you can have with people. When I used to think it was just for kids and I didn't want to go towards it, like, nah, I was wrong. I was dead wrong. No, TikTok was the place for me to be. The door opened at the right time. That's all I'm going to say. So starting with 13 followers, and now I'm at about 3,200. That fast. Within a month, like 3,200. And this is just off of going live, engaging with people, showing love, doing what I do without doing too much. Right. So this is what I was picking up off. I'm like, wow, how'd I come from not ever wanting to jump on TikTok, because I had my own thoughts about it. Right. And I had listened to other people and, tell me about it. And I just stayed away from it for so long. And then I jump on when I really want to take the chance to. And it becomes something that's very like advantageous for what I got going on. Right. So now I'm at 32 and it's running. It's still going. We just getting started, to be honest. Like, if y'all ever want to tap in, you know what it is. The check-in. And that's it. Just type in the check-in and you're gonna find it. But yeah, man, I'm over there getting lit, and it's not lit like drunk. Like, I'm just lit with the music. We turning up, and there's a lot of people up there, and it's a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying? But I like say this whole thing just to tell you guys, like, yo, when you come across something that you've been, putting to the side or not wanting to try, like, yo, I'm just gonna tell you, stop wasting time and get right to it. Go see what it's about. Go see what it can offer. You know what I'm saying? Because besides, like, the money that people can make on TikTok, it's like, yo, you're going to meet so many dope people. And off of this, I've already met so many people that want to be like some sort of plug to me and even want to like collaborate on the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, and do certain. I'm like, TikTok was very like cool for me to jump into, and just to think that I never wanted to be on it. was hysterical to me, right? So you got to believe in yourself, right? So with all of this, I'm starting to like experiment and things are starting to, work out for me. And I'm starting to realize that like, yo, there's so many things I could have been doing a long time ago, but I put it to the side and, I just ignored it for no reason. I blocked my own blessing and I'm so used to doing that. And it's not a good thing. So if you're like in the same boat where you got things that are just, hanging around and you're just not showing it no attention because of what you heard about it or what, you have your own opinions about, like, look, put that to the side, go see what it's like for yourself and then make that decision. So it just brings me back to thinking about, this whole podcast. And I'm like, yo, I had to believe in myself. I had to believe in myself that it's like, yo, if I take this message and put it out there, I believe that I'm going to find doors and ways and every other outlet to just get the message out. And that's exactly what's happening. It's being proven to me. And this is why I tell you guys, whatever it is that's on your mind, whatever it is that you're setting up as a goal, really go for it. Really believe in yourself. Get to that point where you believe in yourself so much that you don't think there's anything that you can't do. Because it's going to sound cliche, but it's the truth, though. Like, you really can get to that point. That's where I'm at with it. Because I know if I sacrifice the time, right? If I take some time and I focus on one thing, if I set it up as a priority, it's going to get done. I'm going to succeed at it. But people are not willing to do that. People are, what I'm saying? Some people are going to set up other priorities in front of what you really need to get done. They're choosing their wants over their needs. And that becomes a problem. And then the people you got around you, we're going to touch on that again. The people you have around you are going to play a big part. Straight up. Like, you got to be careful with the egos that people have, and you got to be careful with the energy that they spread. I look at it all the time. I've had friends that were really cool, really like friendly and all that, and really just dope. Even new people that, like, when I moved to Cali, like, same thing. But their egos, got in the way of how far the friendship was going to go. Sometimes their energy, just wasn't matching up with mine after a certain while. Why? Because I'm starting to grow. I'm starting to change, but for the better. And they weren't. And when I'm trying to spread that energy, off to them, they weren't super, receptive to it. So it becomes a little problem. It's not like it's a serious problem, but it's like, yo, I'm only trying to move with people who are trying to grow. If you're just trying to stay at this one level, you do what you want to do, but it just know where I'm headed with it. So some of those friendships are not going to last. So you got to be real careful with the energy you bring around you and the egos that people have, because it could definitely get in the way. It can always be a problem. It could always be a problem. And it's like, I realize all the time, it's like, you can't please everybody, right? You could be a great friend. You could be a great, sister or brother to somebody in your family. And you understand automatically that like some people are stuck in their ways and you can't please them. Right. Even at work, like, you guys realize that all the time. We can't please all these customers sometimes. Like, they're stuck in their ways. They want a certain thing and they want it their way. And sometimes it's not realistic and you just can't help them out. I don't want to be hanging around nobody who's going to be stuck in their ways so much where they're not open minded. They're not willing to, sacrifice certain things, for the betterment of the friendship. You know what I mean? Like, that's always going to be an issue. So you got to be real careful with that. I'll tell you right now, man, like, one of the things I really don't like is like the fact that I could bring an idea to somebody that's close to me and they just won't understand it. And it's not like, I'm not trying to say they dumb or anything like that. It's just like, no, they don't understand it because they're stuck in their own ways and they have fears that they're putting on it automatically, like right away. And I'm like, why would you do that? That's why I stopped bringing like my ideas to people. I'm like, no, they might spread the wrong, energy to what you want to get accomplished. You know what I mean? To an idea that might seem astronomical to them. Like, it's nah. Everything could be very realistic, but it starts in the mind first. You know what I mean? And this is why I'm like, I want to ask y'all, right? Like, if you knew you couldn't fail at anything, how much more would you go for something? How many more chances would you take if you knew you could never like lose, right? You would try things all the time. Let's be honest. You would go for it all the time because you know you can't fail. So why are we not implementing that thought process into what we deal with on a daily basis? You guys are thinking that that's not realistic. You guys are thinking that like there's things that we really can't accomplish. Nah, listen. Everybody was born to be a little different, but the mindset, the things we accomplish, yo, I'm telling you, we could all be on the same page with that stuff, man. If you dedicate yourself and you do what you got to do, you can get anything done, yo. I'm not even lying to you. I'm telling you, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to do things that I got to do that's going to show people that like, yo, I'm no better than you, but I put in the work. I put in the work and got it done. It's doable. It's realistic. You feel me? Like straight up. And I think like the one thing that people struggle with the most is that like they're always looking for the perfect time. There's no such thing as the perfect time. If there is, the time is now. That's the perfect time, right? You don't want to wait on things. Why are you waiting on your dreams? Why are you waiting on things to happen? Life's too short to be waiting. I'm not waiting no more. Whatever it is I want to get done, I'm making moves to get it done, right? And the fact that there's like no perfect time, guess what? With anything you're doing, you don't have to be perfect. Strive to be perfect, but you don't have to be perfect. Let's be great. Let's be excellent. You don't got to be perfect. Not everything's going to work out the way you want it to, but we could still be really, really good at it. We could really get it done some way, somehow. So we got to stop looking at it like everything has to be perfect. But I think if we try to strive to be perfect, we're going to set ourselves up in a great position for sure. I'm telling you, man, because like a lot of people, I'm telling you, you guys, if there's one thing we're all really great at sometimes, it's getting in our own way. We do it all the time. I'm telling you, early on when I didn't want to jump in TikTok, right? I got in my own way. I could have been doing what I'm doing now, right? There's people on there that are trying to connect with me and do things, as far as the podcast. And like, yo, I wouldn't have even had these connections if I never had the mindset to just change up a little bit and really just decide to try something new. Let's go see what's on the other side of the door, right? Like, this is what I'm telling you. You have to be willing to just open up and do other things and understanding that, like, yo, we can't manage to get in our own way. We can't manage to close so many doors. We can't manage to block our blessings. So let me tell y'all something that I kind of found to be funny, right? Like, it happened last week, and I'm starting to think to myself this week that, like, yo, did I go too far, right? And maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just, over dramatic about it. But I'm like, last week I wanted to change my diet around. Right. I'm normally already not drinking soda. I already made the decision to kind of slow down with frying food. But I'm like, this time I woke up and I was just like, I'm going to be a pescatarian. I'm going to change my whole diet around. I'm not going to go straight, vegan because I can't do that right away. Like I probably can, but I'm choosing not to. Right. So I'm just like, let's consume fish, no chicken, no steaks, no nothing like that. Let's just consume, fish. I love seafood, so that's a go. But yeah, so fish, vegetables, lots of fruit. I'm going to continue drinking water as I normally do. But yeah, this is the new diet I'm on. And this week I started to realize that, like, yo, when I'm on the go, it's not as easy for me to really just find something I like. And maybe it's because I'm at the beginning stage and I don't know so many different things that I want to, put together and eat on the road. But I'm just like, listen, man, that cheeseburger looking real good over there. You know what I mean? Even though I know it's not good, I'm like, yo, one? I could do one a week, right? Like, but nah, I'm being super like consistent with just staying on track. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm like going through the week and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. But here's the plus side to me changing my whole diet. I literally feel a lot better. And I'm not saying that just to say it. Like, I'm not capping at all. Like, literally, like when you eat certain foods and you get full, you feel sluggish, you feel heavy. I don't feel that with this new diet. I don't at all, man. Like, I can eat so much food. I feel like I can still gain some solid weight and work out and do what I got to do and be cool. But I have to stay on top of it, right? The food does get a little more expensive because, it's a whole different diet. But at the same time, it's not that crazy. So I kind of just wanted to tell y'all that way, next time you guys see me and you ask me, yo, you still pescatarian? I have no choice but to tell you, yeah, I got that pressure on me. I'm telling you, man, I'm always going to find somebody to put some pressure on me. You know what I mean? About what I'm choosing to do. So right now, that's what I'm on. I'm going to keep y'all updated with the journey. It's just the beginning. I got 1 week down and I feel cool, but I need to do a little better with, changing my grocery list and just figuring it out, the way I need to. But it's been solid. You know what I mean? Real solid. So here we go. All right, so listen, I got these 2 questions I'm going to answer, and then I'm on my way. I got a lot of things to do, a lot of things to handle. I'm staying busy. Y'all should be staying busy too, man. Stay active. Let's keep it going, all right? Okay, first question. How do you stay so positive under stressful situations? Listen, I'm going to tell you like this. Like, if you knew me back then you knew I wasn't the most positive person. You would have knew that I was somewhat negative and carried the wrong mindset and didn't know how to respond to certain situations. That's just who I was. But these days, ever since I really moved, to be honest, I've been a complete different person. I've changed the way I think, and I've changed the way I handle certain situations. So what I do is, like, when I come across a situation that is causing stress or causing me to trip out in any way, I don't spend much time dealing with it. I don't. Like, I'm either going to solve it right there and then, or I'm going to just let it linger just for a little bit longer. But by the end of the day, I'm not thinking about it. When I wake up the next day, I'm not even ever going to give it the opportunity to disturb the rest of the, energy that I have to carry throughout the day. So if I can do something about it, I'm going to, right? If I can't, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to just let it be what it's going to be, and I'm just going to move forward, right? So everything that can cause some stress has a time limit. And that's usually till the end of the day. And then I'm done with it. I'm not even thinking about it the next, week moving forward. Like, it is what it is. That's how I handle that. All right. So this last question. How do you maintain the drive for things you might fail at over and over? Listen, I might sound like I'm repeating myself, but it's the absolute truth. The mindset I have won't allow me to stop, right? It won't allow me to give up. I have the mindset that is like, I have the drive and the mindset that is going to continue pushing me forward. So I don't care how many times I run into the wall. Like, I'm going to keep doing it until I get it, right? And even if I know that, like, I have a clear understanding that, like, yo, it's coming to a point where I'm not going to be able to accomplish this, guess what? I'm going to keep going a little more just to collect all the jewels on the way, right? Because I don't want to be in the zone where I'm trying to aim for something and I leave with nothing. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to keep going and pick up on other jewels on the way. That way I come home with something. That's how I am. So it's like the drive got to be, something that you just create over time. Keep yourself moving forward. Keep yourself in a positive space. And that's how you're going to conquer that. But listen, so that's all for today, man. I'm getting up out of here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you follow the Instagram page if you don't already, the check-in_. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's always appreciated. And look, follow my TikTok, man. I'm trying to tell you that TikTok, I be going up Thursday through Sunday. If you want to hear some old school hip hop, you want to hear some dance hall, Afro beats, whatever you used to hear back in the day at the clubs. Listen, I know it. I know what's up, man. I got y'all going crazy. Every Sunday, too, we doing special Sundays. We got different artists that I'm going to match up. We just did DMX and Aaliyah, doing it back to back. It ain't no verses. We just celebrating them. But yeah, I think we're going to do like Biggie and Tupac this next week. But fire. It's dope. The energy's lit in there. Lots of women, not lots of men. It's really just all women. But we got a few men in there, too, vibing out with us. It's cool. It's such a dope vibe. Make sure you tap in with us. I'm going to see y'all next week. I'm out of here. Peace.